Hello, I'm back. It's 11:47 a.m. So, well, I don't know what time I went to bed. Um, if it could have been like 3 or 4 something in the middle of the night, it was definitely before 5 o'clock in the morning. I was able to go to bed sooner or get sleep sooner. I thought I'd try to go to bed at 2:30 or almost 3 o'clock in the morning, but I don't remember. So, but the gang stalking network wanted to do a forced fake wake up call to deprive me of more sleep. And then I woke up. Well, it was probably 9:30 or 9:45, and I didn't know or realize what time it was. And by the time I came, I lingered in bed for a little while. I would have thought it was so late. But whoever that was, beating and banging and slamming stuff with noise that sounded so close. It sounded like as if they were right in front of my doorstep. But usually when the guy picks up the trash from the little bins right here, usually you don't hear him at all. Usually you don't hear him at all. And when I stepped outside, those men that were working, they the men outside, I didn't see anybody when I stepped out here earlier this morning. So, wow, it looked like as if this white car right there, I don't know if people are I don't know if people are moved into those cabins already. Wow, they made sure to not give me a brand new one to stay in. This is one of the older ones, but the only advantage to me staying in this cabin is the very much convenience. The convenience. That's the only good thing. Convenience to the front office, Dollar General, the the post office, and 7-Eleven, and the Family Dollar. But it doesn't feel so convenient when I have to carry the heavy bag to the laundromat to go wash my clothes. That doesn't seem so convenient at all. So yeah, it seemed like a gang stalking fake forced wake up call. So as I said, usually the guy who picks up the trash, you don't even really hear him. But I don't know who that was. And it could have been some random perps doing stupid shit. Doing who knows what. But beating and banging and slamming stuff. And it sounded so close that it sounded like it was right in front of my doorstep. So that woke me up and startled me out of my sleep. And then I checked my YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok and emails like I usually do when I wake up. I had to use the bathroom. I used the bathroom. And so then on one of my like the previous video, I couldn't say everything in TikTok. but I try as best as I could to put as much as all of. Somebody gave me the advice to, back up my videos on more than one social media. Well, the so the I try as best as possible to try to. If I put a video on TikTok, I try to share it to YouTube as well. But at first TikTok was only doing 3-minute long videos, and now you can do up to 10 minutes now. So I put up the TikTok video about being false, because somebody had, on the video that I did, somebody had said, well, you could edit out the perp cough. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I explained I asked her what she meant, and I explained what about my Tourette's, and also, I didn't explain to her about the Tourette's. I explained about the tooth abscess causing mucus. So, she didn't respond, but she didn't unfriend, or she didn't unfollow or block me or nothing. But if other targeted individuals see that, they're gonna just take her at face value, and they would take her at face value and then start unfollowing and blocking and spreading the smear campaign that, Candy's a perp because she made a perp cough, and without even verifying, on purpose to make people hate me even more. So I'm hated by both the TI community and the damn perps, and the perps feel like they have the last laugh. So now this person, she claims to have been under MK Ultra and sex trafficked, and making it like as if she's exposing the sex trafficking. I only saw one video of her showing proof of herself being targeted. But they had somebody who accused, and I screenshot that too, but if somebody accusing other people of being a perp or an agent, or I've learned myself to not just take people at face value, because I know how it hurts when people falsely accuse me of such thing. But I screenshot what the person said, privately. And then, I'm like, well, this person that's being accused, well, she hasn't done anything to me. So, but I feel like I had to learn, excuse me, see this hard mucus in my throat. In my chest, in my throat. So, so somebody accused her of being a Masonic agent or something like that, like a Masonic COINTELPRO agent, and said that she was fake or whatever. But so then, I said to myself, well, I believe she's an agent if she does or says something offensive to me, or she does something dirty towards me. So, and she's one of the popular ones, on TikTok. She's one of the popular ones. So I don't even know to say that if she's one of the popular fakes or not. But so yeah, it was last month, in June, I think it was. Somebody had accused her of being a perp or a Masonic. The person actually used Masonic, saying that she's a Masonic perp agent or something. I don't remember exact words, but somebody said something about her being like a Masonic perp agent or something like that. And then next thing you know, I was wondering if it seemed like I hadn't been seeing her around, so I was curious, like, what happened to her? And so then, come to find out her account got banned. For what? I don't know. But TikTok be on some shit. They censor worse. They censor worse than YouTube. But the good thing about TikTok is if you get like a so-called strike or violation or something, you can still continue posting. Not like YouTube where you, or Twitter or something, or Facebook where you're forced to have to sit out for a whole week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or your account be totally gone. So it seems like you get strikes more often on TikTok, and then but you end up getting like 7, 8, 9, 10, before they strike you down. So yeah, this was a white person that she said that she was exposing human trafficking, and said that she was an MK Ultra sex trafficking victim. And somebody was trying to call her like a Masonic shield or something like that. I don't remember word for word what the person said. And so next thing you know, her account was gone. And so then, like a couple of weeks later, I noticed that she got a new account. And then I went to try to follow her, or we followed each other, and then she private messaged me and donated me $10. Thanks for that. She donated me $10, and then she told me that they banned her account and she lost her job, all like at the same time. So I mean, it seemed like she's one of the popular ones. Like, I'm more like still kind of outcasted, because if they seem like one elitist kind of circle, that they spread each other's videos around, but nobody's sharing or spreading my videos around the TI community on TikTok or YouTube. The only people who are doing it on YouTube, I don't know about TikTok, but on YouTube, they're spreading my videos, circulating my videos around to try to discredit me and make me look crazy. So in the video that she was talking about, in the deep beginning of the video, I didn't even realize, I wasn't even aware that I did not cough in that video, but I cleared my throat, and then it was because of the excess mucus and stuff. But this tap water, something's like with this tap water is I think this tap water is toxic, because it's taking longer to like the water, as I said, the water tastes like, even though baking soda, supposedly would kill mildew and mold or whatever, from what I heard. But the water tastes like both baking soda and mildew. And the tap water, it tastes very disgusting. So, but it's not even guaranteed. From what I'm going through, it's not even guaranteed for me to stay here for the month of August, next month. So, what's the point of me getting a water filter if I'm just living here month to month? And, I don't even know if anything would happen, or what would happen if I might end up having to pack my bags and forsake all my belongings and pack my bag, the little bit that I have, and leave. Excuse me. So being targeted, I have to prepare for that. or always be prepared to be uncomfortable at all times. I never got to be comfortable or relaxed since being here. You're damn right I'm depressed and miserable. And you're sitting there making it worse by talking about, oh, you could edit out the perk cough. But if other TIs, even though that video I mentioned nothing about targeting in the video, it was nothing but me talking about baking and cooking. So for her to talk about you could edit out the perk cough, first of all, I don't even really know how to edit videos. And second of all, that was me clearing my throat due to the excessive mucus and my Tourette's combined, make you feel like as if you have to do it. So, I mentioned in the previous video that, is that some kind of directed conversation? Because I didn't even post up the blog post, but I'm working on a blog that I started yesterday, a blog post that I started yesterday on a topic that I can't even mention on YouTube or anywhere on social media. So my blog is probably the safest place that I can post that without it getting taken down. Excuse me. So here, living here is harder to fight out the mucus in my throat, and something in the water is it's like making my making the tooth abscess harder to clear out and heal, and then it's making it harder for me to have the like sometimes if like a few days ago or almost a week ago, I woke up and my tongue looks like looks like it's white now because of possibly candida overgrowth, candidiasis overgrowth. And so the other day, I woke up and my tongue was like not black, but it looked like a burnt orange, almost brown. And so when I used the bentonite clay to brush my teeth, usually it clears and heals everything, and the swelling goes down much more effectively than that other bentonite clay that I was using. So I wasn't even sure how long I was going to get to stay here. So the other bentonite clay, I gave it away because it seemed like it wasn't working. But me trying to use this bentonite clay, usually if I brush my teeth with it, living anywhere else, if I brush my teeth with it, it's like temporarily, for a day or two, all the infection and everything gets cleared out, and then the abscess bump will shrink big time. It will shrink and start to heal and get kind of back to normal. But it's a big battle to get rid of that and keep mucus away with this tap water, right? Something's up with this tap water. And I would have, I always had mucus problems since foster care, no psych medications, but I never had an issue with coughing or spitting up mucus until having this abscess in my tooth since 2021. And so then I would end up spitting up the mucus or whatever, but it wasn't until after I moved in here I would end up having like the mucus in my chest and my throat and stuff like I can taste it in the back of my throat, and it'll be so thick and taste sugary sweet. Not sweet as in pleasant, but sugar sweet. Even if I may not even eat a whole lot of sugar. I'm saying even if I may not even eat a whole lot of sugar, but it's like a sweet and salty taste that's, hard to eliminate, toxins, and, something's up with that water. So also, when I would have that pain in my back right side, I'm not feeling that no more ever since I've been eating the real grocery store food and not the Dollar General food and stuff like that. So I don't feel pain in my right side anymore. But with the coconut oil, I said I needed to discipline myself with the oil pulling, and that's supposed to help. It's supposed to help. So yeah, so I've been having difficulty battling the mucus because of whatever this weird ass water. But when I was living in Denton, Texas, I used to buy bottled water and drink it. But I can't even really afford bottled water like that. So, they said that I'm supposed to be getting $130 a month for food stamps. And after that, then the $130 with food stamps, it's 2 payments of $65 that they're going to give me tomorrow, the 19th. And but it didn't happen in April or May, maybe June, but no, for July, this month, I felt like, well, not every month, but I meant to clarify that in last night's video, that this month, it felt like almost half the groceries was doggone condiments. For me to get the seasonings and herbs and spices and honey and stuff like that. And some more sauces and stuff. And I almost borderline need to get me some more butter. But yeah, flavor-wise and taste-wise, I would prefer butter over coconut oil. Because I never really, in the first place, I never really liked coconut oil. It would always make me gag. The texture would make me gag. And it's difficult to swallow. But I had to force myself to tolerate the coconut oil for health benefits. But yeah, I prefer butter in my grits, oatmeal, farina, but yeah, I prefer the butter taste better than the farina. I meant to say I prefer the butter taste better than the coconut oil. So they be having professed targeted individuals. If you try to talk about that, oh, you did a perp cough in your video. Well, you be throwing up, you're the same person. You following tarot card readers and psychic mediums and people with divinely guided messages or spirit guides or whatever, and you be throwing up satanic hand signs. I'm not gonna demonstrate the hand signs in this video because the perps would screenshot it and spread the false smear campaign that I'm the one who be throwing up those hand signs. I was just demonstrating and showing y'all what hand signs I'm talking about. So if y'all perp with the red or wear red and throw up satanic hand signs, so people be like, well, if you cough in your video, you a perp. Or if you have a dog or a cat, you a perp. Or if you do this, you a perp. If you do that, you a perp. But they had a fake TI perp trying to discredit me when I talked about perps having a red car, one headlight, and arm out the window. And you trying to call me a fool and everything and say I'm out of my mind and I'm tripping. But then you claim that you're trying to help. You want to try to narcissistically control and correct people. Correct people when you're wrong. You're correcting the righteous when you're wrong. So, you know, the so-called TI community, they ignore and avoid me and stay away from me, falsely accuse me of being perps while they're simultaneously acting like perps and falsely accuse me of being a perp or an agent. But you can't go up against people like the popular fakes. So it was yesterday or the day before, I think it was yesterday, they had a perp that pretended to fake like one of my comments on one of my tweets on Twitter, and they had a fake parody account where they wanted to talk about gay Brian too and trying to paint Brian too as gay. So that whoever that was that came to follow and harass me on Twitter, and I had to block them. And I don't know if it was the fake Darnell Williams perp behind that account or if that was fake Stephon Adams. I don't know who that was. But they have perps who infiltrate the TI community and spread the slander and the smear campaigns to other TIs and lie and say that you a perp and manipulate other TIs to hate you and stay away from you. And then the perps themselves will laugh at you being forced isolated and everybody avoiding you and not liking you and staying away from you. And then they'll be like, oh, is there any wonder why even other TIs hate you and they're sick? Even other TIs are sick of your antics. So I feel like the idea of targeting individuals being God's chosen elect. Why am I going to hell then? Why am I on my way to hell? And then you hear narcissistic control freak fake TI perps try to make it like as if we are being gang stalked as punishment for unrepentant sin. Or if you feel like we're being gang stalked because we're not having enough faith or we're not sealed with the Holy Spirit. Or they feel like, well, if you're sealed with the Holy Spirit, then the gang stalkers can't touch you. They can't mess with you. That's a lie. But there they go. That's part of the fake prosperity, health, and wealth gospel. They feel like, oh, well, if you're doing right as a Christian, then you won't be poor, you won't be sick, you won't be this, you won't be that, and you won't be suffering or struggling. So they feel like if you're suffering or struggling, then that is proof that you're full of sin and unbelief and lack of faith, and that you're not sealed with the Holy Spirit. So if you try to talk about you're narcissistic and controlling and play God, and then when I won't listen to you, you want to say, tell me, let go of your ego. So, if that girl falsely accused me of being a perp, and she's younger than me for a fact, way younger than me. She looks like she's still in her 20s. So she damn sure ain't close to 40. She damn sure ain't even 30 years old, I don't think. She might be 30, but she look like she's still in her early to mid 20s. And then, so, on TikTok, people around the so-called TI community, they repost, share, and spread and support other TIs. But I'm the only one. It's like if I got over 1,000 TikTok followers, and be lucky if I get 5 views on a video. But everybody else stuff is spreading and circulating. But it's like, you falsely accuse me of being a perp, a terrorist, a pedophile, a prostitute, a crazy person. It's like, how you going to call me both a perp and schizophrenic at the same time? And I don't perp anybody. I don't get paid. I'm not a paid agent. I didn't go to perp school. I'm not initiated. Y'all kicking me down harder when I'm already down. So, after dealing with her, if she considered one of the popular fakes on TikTok, then I guess if she spread and say anything about me, I guess I'll have to, end up losing more TikTok followers that's supposed to be targeted. I mean, after what she did made me upset enough to just want to delete all my damn social media. Get rid of all my YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, just everything. Just made me feel doomed and hopeless. So she didn't even apologize or say my mistake or anything like that. Like after I, try to figure out what she was talking about, she ignored me and didn't even respond, but she didn't unfollow me or nothing like that. But I feel like, well, if you falsely accusing me of being a perp, then I'm going to block you. So, and people try to make it like, well, everyone that drives a red car is not a perp. Or they'll say not everyone that drives a red car is a perp. Or not everyone that does this is a perp, or not everyone that does that is a perp. But they had that Asian guy that was trying to discredit me and claim he is helping me, but defending and agreeing with the gang stalkers and trying to gaslight me and trying to make me look really, really crazy. So he needs to keep his fucking mouth shut. And so, but it's like the TI community is like a dysfunctional family where everybody calling everybody a perp and nobody can get along. But, everybody's supposed to be such God's chosen elect. And the people say TIs need to stick together. But the main ones who say that, they unfollow and block and hate me in droves. But they're blocking my the gang stalkers are suppressing and blocking my videos from getting any circulation, or they're ruining the algorithm. But then targeted individuals, they're doing what the gang stalkers do. They do exactly what the gang stalkers do, and then at the same time falsely call me a demon and a perp. It's highly discouraging. Very discouraging. And making me feel even more hopeless. I hardly really have anybody on my side or on my team. People always defend with whoever is popular and fake. They deserve all the likes, shares, comments, subscribers, followers, donations, and everything. But how is it even other professed targets are behaving like perps and spreading fake smear campaigns, and they even they try to make me feel like as if my life doesn't matter. I experienced lots of narcissistic abuse from people who's supposed to be targets. When they get narcissistic and controlling and dish out advice I never asked for, and then try to, they get bossy and controlling and claim that they're trying to help me, when all they're trying to do is trying to give advice on how to punish myself or how to restrict myself even more. And I'm just so sick and tired of grown adults trying to tell other grown adults what to do and how to live their lives. But you ain't helping. You just want to control and make yourself look big, and you just want your flesh to be satisfied. But you sat there and let me struggle out there on the streets and did not lift a finger to offer any fucking help. Not even a $2 CashApp donation, just nothing. But you just want to police what people do and how they live and expect me to be rich and live like a rich person. And if they want to tell me, suggest new age techniques on shielding from the directed energy attacks, and if I say, well, I don't have the money for this, or I don't have the money for that, and then they'll falsely accuse me of being a fake and a shield and then block me. And I'm like, motherfucker, I have been homeless and struggling. Now I have a place, but now people are falsely accusing me of being a perp or sold out because I have this place now. But the gang stalkers are attacking me even more because I got this place and I didn't sell out. And now that I'm here, everybody's trying to tell me you need to move. They're trying to tell me I need to move somewhere else. I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't know of anywhere else to go. If I knew of somewhere else to go, I damn sure would be gone. And I don't even have the money to move anywhere else. Blocked from employment, blocked from everything. But for people to see me just ranting on like this or talking like this, they narcissistically laugh the whole time. As I said, the only people who spreading and circulating my videos or clips of my videos, of my content, is when they want to try to discredit me or make me look crazy or to make people hate me or avoid me even more. But nobody's showing it. People, they're not even really showing me support like that. And then if another TI were to spread and share my videos in support of me, then they get brutally attacked. Attacked to the point where they feel like it ain't worth it to suffer persecution behind me. I mean, if anybody wanted to be support or help, it's like they get devoured and attacked really bad trying to be supportive or trying to help me. Even if it's positive words of encouragement. But no, I'm not editing out shit out of my damn videos. I'm leaving them as is. So you don't even want to, all the targeting footage that I have, and you must misinterpret or falsely accuse me of having a perp cough when I was clearing my throat due to the mucus. Not any perping it wasn't even fake. It wasn't even a fake or over-exaggerated throat clearing. So, in the TI community, I heard that the gang stalkers would hit one target with directed energy weapons and cause that target to make a certain gesture or movement to make the other target think, oh, you a perp. And over the phone, if you're talking on the phone with another target, and then the gang stalkers interfere and mess with your phone, and then they falsely accuse you of manipulating and messing up the phone conversation, or keep hanging when the gang stalkers interfere with you and another target's phone conversation and like hack into your phone and press buttons, or they will mute the phone on my end. They will mute the phone on my end or hack into my phone and press buttons, and it'll be grown adults pressing buttons, and you think it's like an infant or a toddler playing. You would think it's an infant or a toddler playing with the phone. And then the other target would get frustrated with me and falsely accuse me of being a perp and get mad and hang up and cut off all contact with me, and then go spread slander and smear campaigns lying and saying that I'm a fake and a perp, or that I'm an agent. But then they turn around and do intentional perp shit to me and get praise and worship and develop their own cult following behind arguing with me. I mean, when I got falsely accused of being a perp this morning, made me feel like as if I deserve to be punished, and like as if I don't have a right to call anybody else out on being a perp, or like I don't have a right to expose my targeting. So, I mean, I wasn't even aware that I cleared my throat at that time, at the beginning of the video from early yesterday morning. I wasn't even aware that I cleared my throat, you know. It wasn't even intentional or on purpose. So, but sometime yesterday afternoon or yesterday evening, I noticed that I'm starting to get sick. Like, I'm starting to get like a cold or something like that. So I mean, I guess I'll have to expect to lose more TikTok followers in the TI community. And then, you know, with the gang stalking network falsely smear campaigning me as racist and everything, I guess I'll have to end up with the possibility of losing Twitter followers also, or more and more people just justifying to play God and turn against me, betray me, and hate me, and want to execute more punishment against me. If I died, the so-called TI community wouldn't even care, or they probably would rejoice like the perps do. The TI community, the TI community is filled with perps, and then the real targets are being forced isolated with nobody they can talk to. But if I show videos of them hitting me with directed energy weapons and me having to go to the hospital, I get falsely accused of lying for clout and attention. And then, if the so-called TI community is like a dysfunctional family, and then they also act like workplace mobbing, or like an elitist cult. They act like an elitist cult, and then they'll try to, single me out and be like, you're not one of us. You're not chosen. But it be the popular fakes who be throwing up satanic hand signs and following tarot card readers and psychics and stuff, psychic mediums and all that. But they be the main ones falsely glorifying themselves as God's chosen elect. But I'm sitting up in here feeling the most shameful about my sins. And feeling like I just, feel like as if I'm guaranteed to go to hell when I die. I don't know, it's like I'm sitting here feeling frustrated enough to just want to give up on, say fuck everything and just want to give up on everything.